All right, a very good evening, everyone. Very warm welcome to the Zoom session today, and thank you so much. I'm sorry for not taking the Zoom session on Monday. I supposed to take. I was not well, but God grace, I'm doing better now, and much better in some time. I apologize for delay in my Zoom. I was very excited to do these Zooms because the next two, three Zooms are going to give 100% clarity on the project. So first of all, thank you for all of your wishes. I received so many messages for getting well soon, and things are better than before, and I will be better. So much work to do, so no excuses. So thank you so much for coming on Zoom today. Can I see your hands, please? It's very exciting to see people, so many people on Zoom, where we are not talking about any referral model. Thank you so much. Can we raise our hands and show our attendance, because definitely this new era is the very important for all of us, and it's very exciting so far. Thank you so much for raising your hands. Very important, right? The last Zoom, when I was talking about the airdrop of miners, the SHA-256 miners, the proof of work, and all those things, I would like to give a little bit clarity on the mathematical part and how the architecture gonna work, and how people gonna be able to participate apart after receiving the miners, because miners are the money making machines, right? It's not about giving airdrop of tokens which have no value, and everybody wants the airdrop because they believe in the project. They believe that there will be a value of these airdrop. Airdrop is like free money. It's like free money offered to everyone. So you have people who basically go and they uh, are, they're very excited to receive those airdrops, and but there is no surety about the value of airdrop. Here we are talking about, first of all, the miners. Second, in NFT segment, which is very booming right now along with the metaverse, NFTs has no value if it doesn't have a secondary market. Well, the NFTs we are talking about, these are basically the miners which has the hash power in it, and they are driven with the SHA-256 algorithm, which means proof of work, and which means is giving the providing the power to the network, doing the computation to get the reward, like the Bitcoin, in like the Bitcoin model. So this is a minor. First of all, it's not just one token or 10 token or 100 tokens or 1,000 tokens, which has no value. Instead of that, it has a miner which is mining the supply, which has a lot of value because there is no initial supply. So very quick, just 2 minutes for that. The very quick and important, sorry, the very quick and important thing is that, 1 second. Like we discussed before, but let us have one more small, simple discussion on it again. Why Bitcoin is different than any other cryptocurrency? Points you can count on finger. Point number one is that no pre-mined tokens, which mean none of the creators or the team or the funds or the investors, there is no supply to them, which means there is no cheap supply allocated initially. You know what happened with Luna? You can see what happened now with Celsius and now Three Arrow Capital, right? And this is why we are facing such a big bear market. But for me, a bear market is up to you how you take it, because each bear market is the opportunity for the future millionaires. You can blame it, you can thank it. It is up to your approach. People, they blame the bear market, and there are also many people they thank the bear market because of bear market they got access to the top projects in a very early stage prices or the cost. Why do I not promote the other projects than the Bitcoin? Because all other projects starts from number two, Ethereum, till the any cryptocurrency you have, they all are manipulated. They all are manipulated. Why Celsius had problem? Why third Arrow Capital had problem? Why this $26 billion companies and three Arrow Capital, 3AC has already applied for insolvency yesterday. The biggest fund of US since 2011, applied for insolvency because of manipulated market. Lost a lot of money in UST and Luna, which was offering a very high yield percentage, and then with staked Ethereum, which is Lido Finance, ST ETH, where one Ethereum is one staked Ethereum thing. So all these manipulation is there in the market, inflation, deflation, but one currency is always untouched and it is always on top. And you have to understand the altcoins are approximately 90% down from their all-time high. Bitcoin is one third approximately, something like that, from that all-time high. And if the market cap today is $900 billion and the peak market cap was around $3 trillion, right, is because of Bitcoin, because it is still one third of the value. Otherwise the market cap would have been 1/10 of what market cap was before. So it's a very good market for the people who want to get into the market in a big way. But again, there is no financial advice. Your risk, your rewards. Anyways, going back to the main point is why Bitcoin, BTC is different than any other currency, because very simple logic, there is no manipulation. There is no token, there is no coin before the Genesis block was created. Before the first distribution, the first reward for strengthening the network by providing the computer power to the network to strengthen the network so that nobody can redo the proof of work and rewarding people like that. So first 4 years, like I said, it was 50 Bitcoins every 10 minutes and the halving every 4 years. And right now it's 1, 2, 3, three halvings have already been done. It's now 6.25 Bitcoin rewards every 10 minutes to the miners. The reason of so the first reason, zero minted token, which was the biggest reason, which no other coin has. The second reason is that it has a production cost. Why people say Bitcoin as a store of value? They say for two reasons. Why they compare it with the gold? Because of these two reasons. The first reason, the limited supply, which means that no more tokens. Limited, 21 million tokens, 21 million tokens. Zero pre-mined. No, not even a single token available before. And all tokens are going as a reward to the miners who are providing strength to the network. Very fully 100% decentralized natural currency like gold. And it also has a production cost. And that works as a price correction mechanism for Bitcoin. Because, for example, why Ethereum has a value of $1,000 today? Or let's say why, for example, Tron has a value of 5 cents today. What is the reason behind it? It's very hard to find. And when you say it's very hard to find, you see that there's a price correction mechanism where people come up with the staking model, yield farming model, and all those models in orders for the community to keep the token for rewarding community for keeping the token, not selling it. It's opposite in case of Bitcoin, because it has a production cost to it. In order to mine Bitcoin, you need, first of all, computer, a device. Then you need electricity, which is a huge consumption because it requires a lot of energy. And then you have a node where you're gonna download the software, you're gonna use your CPU power, provide your CPU power to the pool or to the node, where basically the node operates as a pool to the network, and you get the reward for it. So each Bitcoin has a production cost to it. And when you say you have a production, when you say you have a production cost to it, I'm extremely sorry. And when you say a production cost to it, uh, that is what keeps the value of the coin always better, not zero or not close to zero, because the people who are producing it, they are paying for that production. And that's why it has a certain value. The production cost has increased from time to time. All right. I believe if you talk about the commercial production cost today is around $18,000 to $20,000 to produce one Bitcoin. And I'm talking about big commercial farms where they have a lot of machines, which means they have bigger computation power, which means they are rewarded better and they are rewarded faster than the other people. All of you, you heard about Bitcoin mining in the past, and all of you, many of you have tried, but it's very costly and very, uh, complex, very complex and very costly affair. So before the commercialization, before people started doing Bitcoin mining as a commercialization, as big farm, people were doing it from their home through their computers, turning out their computers, keeping it on, keeping it on for 24 hours, continuous supply of electricity, and they started receiving rewards because initially difficulty level was less. The difficulty level was less. It was like less computation power was required. Less computation power means the less consumption was required. So with time, as the number of blocks started building from block Genesis, block 1 to block 2 to block 3, and today we have around 700,000 some blocks. So as the numbers of blocks are increasing, the difficulty level is increasing, and as the difficulty level is increasing, the consumption required is increasing, and more consumption increasing is more production cost to the network. So similarly, as we follow the same roadmap, initially people don't have to buy any miner machine. They can use it from their home through their own computers. They just have to pay for the consumption of electricity in order to mine Bitcoin. Very same way, we have decided to give airdrop of SHA-256, SHA-256 miners, around 100,000 miners as in reward, which people will get on their MetaMask wallet. One miner has a value of $300 to $1,000, depend upon the hash power to it. But so if you can say 100,000 multiplied by $300, which was the cost of a computer back then in 2010, around $250 to $300 of cost of computer, and we are giving it as a free. So nobody is paying these $200, $300 or $350 for any of these miners. Like I said before, it's airdrop, right? So if you multiply 100,000 multiplied by 300, around $30 million worth of airdrop. All you need now, once you have the miner, all you need the consumption fuel, you need the power, and you need the node to operate. Well, I'm here to explain a little bit of architecture of how it's gonna work in just next 10 minutes very quickly. So let me allow me to share my screen. Raise your hands. You are going to get $1 million of miners airdrop, which is going to mine multi-million dollars of coin in the future. Can I see your hands, please? Thank you so much. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to explain how it's gonna work, okay? So how it was working before. So you needed to have a computer, which means uh, computer power plus You need to download the software which Satoshi has launched, which was Satoshi Client. Now there are more softwares. And then you needed to have the node or pool where you provide your computer power to, and then consumption, which is electricity. And all these things all together work as a production cost. This is how, and what people used to do, they used to turn on their computer, they keep it on for 24 hours, and then, they connect with the pool or node, and then they get the rewards. So this is the model way back then, and even now today, same model. All it needs 24 hours of electricity. This is how even it is working today, even in today's model. Okay, so how, just hang on, how the same model we gonna create, and same model is created, not we gonna create. I'm talking about the technology which is ready. I'm going to talk about it today for next 30 more minutes. So when you talk about SHA 256 miners, as we are following the same roadmap, we are not launching the A6 miners, or the company basically is not my miners, is the company who have been creating SHA-256 miners on NFT. Our project is only BTCZ. Z Fuel miners is basically the different companies who are creating the Z Fuel productions and the miner production compatible with the blockchain. Our task is only the BTCZ, Bitcoin Zero. Okay, so SHA-256 miners, value from $300 to $1,000, because I have some companies who are building with the higher hash powers for the future as well. But this will be for the marketplace where people can buy directly miners, and they can use these miners to mine in the future. So for us, we are giving us right now. We have started with a company who has produced Pentium 4. Way back it was Pentium 4, SHA-256 algo-based NFT miners, and we are giving an airdrop of 100,000 miners, which is a value of approximately $30 million. So this is one math, and how it gonna work. So basically, we are going to launch the DApp very soon. Within this, within 30 days, we will start the production. You can say this below, even earlier than 30 days. I will tell you why we need 2-3 weeks, because once the smart contract, because you don't have wallet addresses now to participate in the airdrop. I know this is why a few people are confused which wallet address to give. So smart contract is ready. We are going to give it to the Certic. If you want to know about the Certic, you can Google about it. Certic is the top, you can say, smart contract auditor, who is going to audit the smart contract, who gonna make sure in the report that there is no minted token, all tokens are logged, each 10 minutes 50 tokens reward, and after 4 years 25, half. So the whole smart contract is required to audit, which takes around 2 weeks to 3 weeks for them to provide the report, and that report will be shared publicly. And when you have audited from Certic, and when you go CoinMarketCap or any exchange, it always say audited by Certic. It's like approved by Certic. So the smart contract is gone for the auditing. Maximum 3 weeks time period for Certic to audit and give the report. They launch the report on their website. They give you the report as well. So that report will be shared on the original website, btc-g.org, where anyone can have access to that report, of the audited report about whatever we are saying, whatever I am saying, is that true or wrong, has to be decided by a third party who is auditing it. Am I clear so far? Thank you. So it's a dApp, okay? How you will run this dApp? Sorry, I have already written dApp. So how you gonna run this app? You have to download, Web3 is now a buzz in the tech world, Web 3.0. And the Web 3.0 wallets like MetaMask and other wallet. So you have to download MetaMask wallet in your Android or iOS, whatever your device is. You can download the MetaMask wallet. In MetaMask wallet, you will have the application inside the MetaMask wallet. You will click on it, and then you will have your dApp on your screen. So it is a Web3 app. That's why we call it dApp. It's not a centralized application. It's not, there is no admin, nothing, because it is going to run inside your MetaMask. You have to open your MetaMask, and then inside that MetaMask, the application, the dApp will run. Okay, so this dApp will have dashboard, basically where you have all the information like market cap, what is current market cap, what is price, what is circulating supply, because circulating supply is different than total supply. Total supply is 21 million. Circulating supply is how many tokens are minted. So when the first block will be created, 50. After 10 minutes, 100. After 10 minutes, 150, 200, like that. That's the circulating supply, that these much amount of tokens are in circulation, and this is total supply. These amount of tokens are available in total supply. So circulating supply, total supply. Then you will have, your halving period, how many days left for the next halving, your block details, each block details which is created and mined, and etc., etc. So your dashboard will have all that information. And this will also have your own information, that how many miners you have, how many miners, how many BTCZ you have mined, what is the value of those BTCZ today, and how much, I mean, all these informations will be on the dashboard. Apart from the dashboard, you will have the mining dashboard as well, where in your MetaMask, you will have all these miners. You can see your miners, how many miners are connected with the node, how many miners are connected with the pool or node, you can say, and how many miners are not connected. So let's say I have 10 miners and I have connected only, I want to put my 5 miners to production. So I have connected my 5 miners to the node, and 5 miners I'm keeping with me, not connected. So it will say the miners which are connected with the nodes and other miners which you have in your wallet. You can have as many miners as you want in your wallet, but the airdrop principle is that we are giving one miner to one wallet as an airdrop, but you can have as many as you want in your one MetaMask wallet. After mining, you will have nodes or pool, which will give the information that which node you are connected to. We are starting with one node, but in future, like Bitcoin, if you go to bitcoin.org, you can see many nodes. So people are connecting with the different nodes depending upon what kind of rewards they are looking for. So nodes where you will be connected with your miner to the node. This is very simple process. Once the dApp will be live, it's very easy for you. It's very simple application on dApp, which you can run. It's all on blockchain. You need to have MetaMask to run it. It's Web3 application, which means it is not centralized. It's decentralized. And then you have your miners marketplace. This is also a very striking, exciting feature. So miners marketplace, basically there are two marketplaces, a primary and secondary. What is primary marketplace and what is secondary marketplace? Primary marketplace is a marketplace where people can buy the miners from the miners production companies. They can buy from this application itself. They can buy the miners from the primary market, right? Since there is 100,000 miners a year drop and many people want more and they want to buy, they can go to primary market in the app and they can buy. But right now, because it takes time to create the SHA-256 algorithm based miners for these companies as well, because it's every NFT is one individual miner. You know, one NFT is individual to other NFT. It cannot be same. So if you buy miners from the primary market, it will ask for 30 days to 45 days, depends upon the company who is giving the miner and what category of miner, with what hash rate is very important, what hash rate of miner is coming. But primary market is going to have 30 to 45 days of waiting period. So when you order, when you pay for it, it will ask for 30 to 45 days to deliver your miner. It's not instant. So the instant miners, the miners which are ready to produce, are the miner which are given in the airdrop. The motto is not here to sell the miners. Otherwise, we would have given 10,000 airdrops and 90,000 in the primary market. Primary market, if whenever everybody will buy, it will ask for 30 to 45 days of period to deliver your miner, which means you have to wait for 30 to 45 days to receive your miner, which means you cannot start production instantly. On the other hand, there is a secondary market. This secondary market is like it is a name itself. This is the user market, where you as a user can sell your miner. You as a user can buy miner from someone else. This is secondary market, peer-to-peer. So the miners you are getting as an airdrop for free. If you don't want to mine, you can put your miners on the secondary market with your price, the price you want. You want 300, you want 400, you want 500, you want 200. Your price is the marketplace. You place your order, put your miner. If somebody will buy, will pay you and will take your miner. So the secondary market will have supply from day one, because these 100,000 airdrops of miners are going to community. So let's say me and my friends together, we have 20 miners. And let's say 5 of my friends, they are not interested in doing it. And they say, okay, I got it for free, but it has a lot of value in the market, because in primary market, when people are going to buy it, it is asking for 30 to 45 days of waiting period. And I have something which can start production instantly. I can sell it now. So you go, it's a marketplace, your price, your thing, you put your order. When somebody will require it, when somebody will need it, they can pay the money to you. You can put the price of BNB, BUSD, anything you want. It's your miner. When somebody will buy it, the money will come to your wallet, and miners will go to the person. So from the day one, the airdrop of $30 million, which we are giving, is not a joke, because it has a secondary market ready. So the people who don't want to buy, who don't want to produce, well, I don't think there's any person who is not interested in mining. Instead of selling it for $300 to $400, $500, and then not having the miner, many people will place orders at primary market. It's very but obvious situation, and they have to wait for 30 to 45 days, because everybody wants to produce more. Instead of having one miner, everybody wants to have 10, 20, 50, depends upon their affordability. You can afford one miner from $300 from primary market, which is very basic. If you go and buy a miner today, these A6 miners, they're worth more than 8,000, around 10 to $12,000 for one miner. Instead of selling miner for $10 to $12,000, it is $300, because it's initial Pentium 4 miners. Way back in 2010, there were Pentium 4 machines, normal CPUs we have been using at home for our office or homework. So primary market and secondary market, all this is inside DApp. So once you receive the miner, you will see your miners here. Then you can use your miner to stake with the node, to give your miner to the node, and then you can start producing the mining. some small mathematics. So far, you understood me? The DApp, how it's gonna perform, run, and why these miners are not a joke. They are very important. Game changer. Can I see your hands? Okay. So one is miner, which is third party. Then we have BTCZ, which is the main product. And then there is Z Fuel. Production is also third party. So now you have the miner as an airdrop. Okay. You have a node. What you need now, all you need is the consumption. All you need is the power in order to start mining. Now, one question which I spoke to the developers when they were developing it. Let's say I have 10 miners in my wallet, which is decentralized Web3 wallet, MetaMask, right? And I have a node, and I'm connecting my 10 power miners to the node and start receiving reward. Right now, initially for the first 4 years, 50 BTCG every 10 minutes, which means 300 every hour, which means 7,200 every day. Total, this is total, and people will get some part of it. Okay, so if I have 10 miners, I have connected my miner to the node and I need consumption. So I went to Zfuel, which is a plant in Metaverse that they have been created. They are producing this power. The power is Z watt, like kilowatt, megawatt. This Z watt that they have created, which will be live. All these things will be live before the Genesis block, which means within a month, all of these things will be live. Because you need all these things before the first Genesis block. Because if you don't have these things, then who's gonna validate the block? And we want to keep it decentralized instead of validating it ourselves. This is why we are giving airdrops of miners. So let's say I have 10 miners, and let's say I have purchased Zfuel from the Zfuel Metaverse website, where you can purchase it for different prices. They have retail price of ZWatt, they have commercial price of GWatt, they have bulk price of ZWatt, and they have hydro ZWatt plant, they have solar G1 plant, they have different ZWatt plant, which you will see on their Metaverse website. People can visit the plants if you have the NFT through the Metaverse visit to the plants using your NFT. So, well, so much topic. We will talk about that. We will keep these things simple and straight today. So let's say I need Z Fuel, and let's say initially, way back in 2010, one Bitcoin to run your computer for 24 hours connected with the node, around $8 to $10 worth of electricity was required to run your computer for 24 hours. So let's say one Bitcoin mining cost was way back $8 to $10, because there was no commercialization and difficulty level was very less. As the difficulty level started increasing, the cost, the consumption cost started increasing, which is now $18,000 to $20,000. If you talk about the current scenario. This is why Bitcoin is now 20,000, can go to 18,000, 17,000, but not very less compared to other currencies, because it has a production cost attached to it. Okay. So let's say, okay, I have 10 miners. So let's say I need $80 to $100 of ZWatt in my MetaMask in the same dApp. And let's say my miner is connected with the node and I ran out of ZWatt, because ZWatt consumption is continuous every second, every minute. So if I will be run out of ZWatt, my miners, my production will be zero. which means I cannot mine because power is lost, no power left. So the best part that we have decided to do, that you will have a borrow button here. Okay, you can click on borrow button and you can get unlimited supply of Z watt to you. You can, I mean, your miner will not run out of power. You will have the power continuously to your miner, which is connected to the node, and you are continuously mining and mining and mining. And when you are harvesting, because it's Web3, it's not withdrawal, it's not somebody going to process it. It's MetaMask's harvest. You have to harvest yourself. When you're going to withdraw your BTCZ, the consumption you have used, you have to pay. So, I mean, 24 hours unlimited supply on borrow, instead of getting stressed and making sure that I all the time I have my Z watt in my production. If I don't have Z watt with my production, then my mining will stop. So the best is click on borrow. If you don't have enough Z watt supply with you, keep your miner connected with the node and let it keep mining for you. And whenever you want to harvest, just pay the this production cost, which everybody is paying, which is the price correction mechanism, which makes sure that the BTCZ will go up, not down. How many of you understood me so far? It is going to be a very exciting journey, guys. Uh, you have no idea. I mean, amazing. I can see 100 plus people understood me so far. Only 100 plus people understood me so far. Because if you understood me so far, I can go ahead. Okay, thank you. Uh, so let's talk about a small calculation. 7,200 BTCZ reward a day. And let's say to mine one BTCZ, let's say average cost is $10 multiplied by 30. How much is that for 30 days? Around 2.1 million dollar worth of consumption, which means the people who are mining it, you know, the BTCZ they are receiving has a lot higher value than this. The value has to be decided by the community. There is no listing price. There is only a production cost, which is keep on increasing with the difficulty level, which means more Z watt will be required, which is best because more production cost, more better value. And the good part is that you are able to mine it at the lowest cost initially. With time, more cost will be required to mine. So the people who are mining it, they are getting the BTCZ at the lowest cost in their wallet at the moment from the beginning. Okay, so so you understood me so far, like the cost, because without production cost, there's no sense of doing all this work. Why to buy something which has no value tomorrow? It's not about buy, sell. It's not about use case. The biggest use case is Bitcoin use case because it is deflationary model. And every 4 years, these rewards are going to go down, my friend. More consumption will be required. If you are able to mine one Bitcoin today at a cost of $10, the same BTCZ will require hundred and thousand of dollar to mine tomorrow. So you have already did your 100x, 1000x on your initial minings of your Bitcoin Z. If you want to sell, you can sell in the secondary market, which you are going to create. Moving ahead. So for Z watt, you can buy from Z Fuel. You can keep with you, or if you don't want this much headache, click on borrow button, keep 100% supply of ZWatt to your miners continuously for 24 hours. And whenever you are harvesting your BTCZ, just pay, take it. So no headache in that case. So 100,000 NFTs as an airdrop. Okay. And sorry, not an, this is not necessary. So $2.1 million of consumption from first day for the first 30 days, which will turn into 20, which will turn into 200, which will turn into 2000 million with time, with difficulty powers. So what, and this Z Fuel metaverse app, where you can buy and you can also sell Z Fuel. If you have additional Z Fuel, you can sell it there. You can get BUSD, USDT, whatever you want, and you can buy it from BTCZ as well. But since the BTCZ is not available, once you will have the BTCZ you want, you can buy from the BTCZ as well through Z Fuel website. So it's a millions of dollars of ZWatt from Z Fuel is required to produce the circulating supply, which is going down and down and down every 4 years. Rewards are going to half for ECN holders. You can stake your ECN and you can get 5 to 6% of monthly yield in ZWatt, which you can use to mine or you can sell. Your ECN, which was $0.5, will be calculated as $0.5. So if you have staked 10,000 ECN, for example, which has a value of $5,000, you are receiving 5 to 6% of monthly APY, monthly yield on it, which means around 10% is 500. Sorry, yeah. So around $250 to $300 worth of ZWatt you can get. You want, and ZWatt is not a coin, it's not a secondary market where the price will go up and down. It has the static cost. So it's not that ZWatt value will go down or will go up. It's static cost, it's consumption, it's power. It's like electricity, that 1 unit is this much value, 1 kilowatt is this much value, is fixed. So if you wish, you can go to the Z Fuel website, you sell your ZWatts to the Z Fuel. You want, you can sell your ZWatts to the market, or if you want, you can use the ZWatt to mine BTCZ. On the right cost, the people who don't have ECN, the only way they can mine the BTCZ, even if they have the miner from the airdrop, either they buy ZWatt or they buy from you. Am I clear? And you still have your ECNs. You have not sold your ECNs. And it's a huge value required every month of ZWatt. Huge numbers required every month. How many of you understand me? It's real liquidity right away. You can get USDT, BUSD, BTCZ, whatever you want against your yield ZWatts. Or if you are think about future, if you want more money, use ZWatt for mining. It is your decision. So like I said, you know, the BTCZ has a huge potential to absorb a small ECN thing. Thank you. This is clear. So next Zoom, which I'm going to do Tuesday, we will talk about the airdrop criteria of miners and creating the Bitcoin Zero Foundation. How the structure going to work, I have tried to explain today. I can explain it again in future. So everything is good. and all these things are ready. The main website is going live in a week with the white paper and all the details, so that promotions can start, and how to claim miners, how to become a part of Bitcoin Zero Foundation, and also uh, yeah, one in Bitcoin, one CPU, one vote. In BTCZ, one SHA-256 miner is one vote. So the community is going to vote for all the actions, for all the airdrop models and all those things after this model is going to be over. For that, the forum is going to come. Bitcoin0talk.org, the forum will come with time. So all these things are ready to go out. Next Zooms are going to be more exciting because we will talk about the marketing now of giving $30 million of free airdrop to the people. So let's create the biggest community. We have the biggest community, and good luck and congratulations to the ECN holders, because you are getting a very good yield of 5% to 6% a month. In bear market, it's very big money. And that to be in the real, liquidity. So thank you so much. I'm doing well. Sorry, I'm not able to talk very good today, but doing well. Will be better tomorrow. Thank you. Have a good day ahead. Excited to see you. Bring more people in the next Zoom. Good luck. And I also have my AMA sessions with some of the biggest communities. The information will be shared. Korea, China, Singapore, and some of the biggest NFT influencers. I'm talking about ApeW, BYC. I'm talking about DCW. I have AMA sessions with these guys who have millions of followers, for offering the same thing to them. So if you wish, you can join, which is scheduled for next 10-15 days at with many communities. You can join too. Thank you. Have a good day. See you soon. Bye-bye. Tuesday. Good luck.